Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the Warcraft replay. Here we are back to the Netease ladder. No Warcraft Golden League. Or at least, yeah, this one's not it. But, yeah. Night Elf versus Undead. For some reason the sound is still too loud, even though I reduced my headphones by a lot. Just double check the sound here. Yeah, it doesn't look any different, so, yeah, WFZ versus LawLiet. We have LawLiet spawning in as the blue Night Elf player in the bottom right, and WFZ spawning in as the red Undead in the top right. This is going to be a very recent rematch, or at least on the channel, because the last time they played was in Netease 105. That was when WFZ actually went off-race into human. I can't remember if he specifically went human or if he just random, since it is the latter. But yeah, as you can see that from the scoreboard that LawLiet did win that. Of course, it would be pretty embarrassing if he didn't when he played his main race versus someone else's off race. But there is that. Demon Hunter first for LawLiet, which is definitely an eye-opener to me. We did see him recently, but that was in a Night Elf mirror. So in a non-Night Elf mirror matchup, this is going to be hopefully worthwhile seeing. Obviously, it's not just the heroes that kind of dictate the game. We'll have to see whether or not LawLiet will stay with, I guess, the modern staple of Dryads and Mountain Giants. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, to me, Mountain Giants have kind of become the siege engines for at least the Night Elf side. Yeah, it's really weird. WFZ with the Ghoul Scout, so that is most likely a Death Knight into Mass Ghoul opening. As, yep, it seems we are still missing the Graveyard, so we should be having Mass Ghouls swarming LawLiet very soon. Ancient of War taking quite a beating, but that is kind of expected from the Rock Golem camp here. 3 Wisps will be pulled to try and keep the tree alive, and yeah, that 1 Ghoul seems to be not enough to, I guess, cause destruction on the Ancient of War. We are going to have the Death Knight popping out here. Sadly, he does have Unholy Aura. That is a quick skill up for himself, so yeah, the idea of actually creepjacking with just auto attacks seems pretty difficult. Makes me wonder if the Unholy Aura was worth it or not. Obviously, we should be able to see the worth right here. Nope, it seems like increased movement speed is still not better than just getting unit blocked. And yeah, bit of a waste of time, to be honest, for the Death Knight. Demon Hunter is going to keep him honest. Obviously, with no Death Coast toss, he is going to have a full mana bar to just get burnt out. Which I'm pretty sure LawLiet is going to be a little bit more sparingly with his mana burns. He doesn't really want to waste mana necessarily on just unneeded mana burns, but he is whittling him down for quite a bit.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Here comes the Ghoul Swarm, and is that going to be enough? It seems like it. Only a couple of archers and the troll pairs from the mercenary camps here. Here comes the ghouls, and with the Unholy Aura move speed, they should be able to quickly at least surround or keep up with these units. Oh, very nice surround there, but oh, that was really weird. I could have sworn she was in Shadow Meld, but she still got killed off anyway. Interesting. Perhaps LawLiet moved her as the Shadow Meld was going to wear off. Very, very low health on the Death Knight, needs to be extremely careful there. Mana Burn is going to try to burst him down a little bit, but at around 40 health with the increased HP regen of the Aura, he should be fine for now as long as he doesn't get auto attack into a Mana Burn there, but it seems like not enough mana was burnt to do that extra bit of damage. Boost of speed on the Demon Hunter, I imagine, is just to keep up with the Death Knight. I'm pretty sure Death Knight is just a slightly bit faster than Demon Hunter with boosted speed, I think. It's really hard. If Reforged does come out anytime soon, I do hope a lot of these things get more accurate, because that's what StarCraft 2 did, honestly. Their attack speed, and I'm not sure if move speed was clearly indicated, but the attack speed definitely was, with attacks per second. So yeah, as you can see here, attack speed is like average, fast, very fast kind of thing. It's very unclear, I would say. So if Reforged does come out, I hope those kind of quality of life things get included as well. Demon Hunter is very close to that level 3, which is going to be important because that just doubles the amount of mana that he burns from his opponents, and judging by how WFZ is playing, he's probably just going to have to rely on his hero comps. So plenty of mana to burn there when the Lich comes out as his second pick, I'm pretty sure. Ghouls are just going to be used to clear out the camp over at the gold mine. Very, very low health on all of these ghoul/skeletons. Was able to take down the ogre. Thankfully, the Demon Hunter was a tad bit late there. Ghoul is going to try his best to minion block, but it seems like with boosted speed, it is going to be pretty hard to prevent that slippery Demon Hunter from getting past you. And one ghoul goes down, possibly a second might, but another heroic ghoul is going to just prevent that from happening.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So the slaughterhouse is down. We are very close to completing Black Citadel here. It seems like WFZ is timing the Lich with the tier 3 completion. Sack Pit. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm fairly certain this is just for the shade, not exactly transition into Frost Rooms, because Night Elves have been really liking their Dryads recently, and to be honest, I don't think Frost Rooms would be an ideal option for WFZ, and we are pumping out double Dryads. Tier 3 is also on the way, so this doesn't necessarily always indicate bears, because it can also just lead into the mountain giants, but yeah, tier 3 is on the way. Oh, we are actually having bears. Okay, so that is very nice to see.
Your building is complete.
Obviously, I don't mind the 1 or 2 mountain giants that come out to round out the comp, but when players just go mass dryads into mass mountain giants, it's very hard to beat, and yeah, kind of boring to watch, to be honest. So Shade is out and about. Demon Hunter chunked quite a bit. He didn't really get that many mana burns off on the Lich per se, but with the Greater Healing Potion as well as these Moonwells to heal up, he should be fine and dandy for now. Control Warlord is going to get taken out there. I'm pretty sure that is going to get level 3 over to the Death Knight. Nope. Just a little bit shy, but he will be able to make do with the remainders. Item is going to be the Scourge Bone Chimes there, so it's pretty good for now, to be honest, because of the ghouls, but I really don't mind him selling it, because obviously he is going to transition into more of a ranged composition with his Crypt Fiends, Destroyers, and possibly even Frost Rooms. We are actually going to have Frost Rooms coming out. Okay, so obviously I've just said my opinion on that. He's going to need a lot of Crypt Fiends to just counteract the number of Dryads that LawLiet probably will be having, but at the same time, Frost Rooms are pretty good against bears. It's just that WFZ gambled quite a bit when it came to if there was going to be bears or giants. I'm fairly certain giants can tank Frost Rooms pretty decently. I actually can't remember what the Mountain Giant's armor type was, and I can't remember if Resistance Skin actually does anything with the Frost Rooms, but yeah. Level 3, level 2 for the undead heroes here, and Moonstone is going to be used just to recharge these moon walls, but honestly tier 3 is done. I'm pretty sure Wellspring should be priority research. Oh, it's already done. Okay, that's really good. Wellsprings, I think, honestly might be the most important research, at least for me personally, because yeah, moonwalls in the late game become very important, because healing up from a lost team fight is just, it takes a long time, especially for a night elf who doesn't have access to bears with Rejuvenate. Goblin Lab reveal is going to be utilized, or is that a crystal ball? It might be a Goblin Lab reveal, but yeah, expansion. Oh no, wait. Yeah, actually no, Shade is here, so there really is no point of revealing. I guess that was LawLiet's reveal, trying to pick up the Shade, but I guess the Shade wasn't there. Either way, expansion on the bottom side of the map, halfway done. I'm not sure if the Shade actually picked up on that. I am going to check a little bit. Yep, WFZ is aware of that, so he either needs to match it with his own expansion, or he needs to really do something quick, because he's going to be an expansion down very soon, and his army doesn't exactly look that impressive. I don't know what can actually repel the Dryads that LawLiet somehow doesn't have that many of, which is really weird.
Your building is complete.
Looking at the supply right now, we are at 65 for WFZ, which is understandable. He has a lot of destroyers and a frost room in the air. 2 frost rooms even, that's 14 supplied by themselves, wow. Meanwhile, LawLiet is kind of sticking to no upkeep, which is a bit troublesome because he is eventually going to be overrun by these frost rooms. Ancient of Wind is going to be produced most likely for those hippogriffs, as backpack upgrade is being researched as well. But yeah, here we go here. Tree of Life is completed, but obviously the entanglement needs to be done. Goblin Tinker actually pops out here for the 3rd hero, which is not something you see all too often for Undead. Undead has a lot of options for 3rd hero Tavern heroes, 3rd pick Tavern heroes, but yeah, Tinker will be pretty nice in facing off against those bears and dryads, because Clockwork Goblins just act as a pseudo frontline for the undead. Those definitely look like frenzy ghouls. Okay, first hippogriff is gonna pop out very soon, but you need a good number of hippogriffs to just rush those frost rooms, to be honest. Because frost rooms can still attack air units, which is, as you can see here, just complete annihilation on that one. Hippogriff Panda is going to... Oh wow, Panda's level 5. Wow, he's been power farming a lot. And he has Flute of Accuracy from a very long time ago, so really good for those Dryads, which surprises me to not see that many Dryads on the field. Obviously, LawLiet has gone into upkeep now and is starting to mass produce those Dryads. Oh wow, Panda actually sold his Flute of Accuracy, which is kind of sad to see. It works pretty well with the Night Elf army, to be honest. Obviously it doesn't hit those bears, but you can't really ask for like a Warsong Battle Drums every game. Okay, only 2 Crypt Fiends to first these 4 Dryads and those bears. Frost Nova gonna try and burst down one of those bears as quickly as possible. Tinker is gonna go down to about 150 health before the TV scroll is gonna get channeled. Nice Petrify there to deal a little bit more damage, but yeah, WFZ actually escapes with, I don't think, any losses, which is kind of impressive. He was able to escape scot-free, able to delay this expansion for quite a bit, and we have another expansion attempt here on the left side. This WFZ is, I'm pretty sure, not aware of, because the Shade is either dead or just not at the location. I'm pretty sure it died with the random breath of fires that the Panda tosses out during an actual fight. but A-bomb is gonna pop out here for WFZ. That is gonna be, once again, additional front line for the undead army. These ghouls just get absolutely massacred by those bears and breath of fire. But you can see here that the frost worms do so much damage to these bears as well. Death Coil is gonna seal the deal on one of those bears, and the second one is just gonna drop by the ice bears of those frost worms. Demon Hunter trying his best. He is going after the Crypt Beans, however, which I'm kind of surprised about. I'm pretty sure he should be focusing on those heroes. Either way, the Drunken Haze is going to get absorbed by the Destroyers there, providing just free mana for the Destroyers to toss out those orbs. Death Coil is going to heal up one of those Frost Worms. I believe the second one did get microed back, as yeah, those Dryad Focus Fire is just a little too much. Yep, this lone Frost Worm kind of screwed, honestly, because there's an army in between him and his Death Knight, so he can't actually get healed up anytime soon. Necropolis on the top side here did get completed, but yeah, LawLiet is here now, and he is most likely going to do something about this. Maybe? I mean, the Necropolis is not priority target, to be honest, because the gold mine needs to get haunted first, so it seems like he is just going to let the Necropolis slide for now. But yeah, this left expansion is now completed and is starting to produce the necessary wisps to just get an economic advantage, I guess. Expansion on the bottom side as well is trying to get rebuilt, and who is ahead right now? I honestly don't know. WFZ is still in low upkeep with only a single base, which is kind of worrisome because his opponent is going to be at 2 bases and he's not suffering from the upkeep tax, so yeah, he is going to be making a lot of gold during this time of peace. I say peace, but it is kind of weird to say that. Scrolling Healing is going to get picked up here, trying to mitigate the Breath of Fire from the Panda, but I mean, it's a level 3 Breath of Fire. It's pretty difficult to deal with. We have a lot of Dryads on the field, which is definitely what I like to see. It seems like the bears just get completely abandoned, it seems, as Dryads just going to pop out at the main base and try to do their best to destroy buildings. Here comes the Breath of Fire from the Panda. It seems like just not enough damage to do significant amounts of just lasting damage, I guess. Not even enough to kill off these Acolytes. Oh. Death Coil, not Death Coil, Mana Burn onto the DK is going to prevent him from tossing out those additional Death Coils there. But the Lich still has plenty of mana available, is going to Frost Nova the Panda, and the TP Scroll is going to get transferred over to the Panda from the Demon Hunter, and that is going to be a retreat for the Night Elf player as he loses, I believe, a single Dryad. Yeah, despite the overwhelming economic advantage, LawLiet is still about 20 supply down, so he needs to be a little bit wary of those engagements. WFZ coming to the left side here. I'm not sure if he is aware of the base still, but it really doesn't hurt to check. Yep, he's gonna check and he's gonna find out. So this expansion mined about 1,200 gold. I think that's how much gold. Yep, 1,200 gold. So it technically did pay for itself. And it will definitely pay for itself if you actually get a trade on this main base here. Breath of Fire, it seems, was able to take out 3 of those Ziggurats, so WFZ, I'm pretty sure, is upside down supply. TP Scroll is going to try to defend us as quickly as possible, but it seems like WFZ TP'd back too late, and he is yep, now going to start channeling the TP Scroll for LawLiet. It's going to take out a couple of Dryads, but he lost his Black Citadel, and he lost a couple of Acolyte, not Acolyte, he did lose a couple of Acolytes, but he lost his ziggurat, so he is upside down supply. Is gonna finally haunt this gold mine on the top side here. Is gonna get revealed by the Goblin Lab from LawLiet. But yikes, that TP was definitely late. It did take down this Tree of Life, but that was an expansion in trade for your main town hall, so it's looking pretty bad. I mean, WFZ's army comp looks pretty scary. Destroyers, A-bombs, Crypt Fiends, 3 heroes. I'm not sure if the Tinkerer honestly proved his worth compared to a Nagasiwich or a Dark Ranger, but his other 2 compatriots are at least contributing a lot more. This expansion on the bottom side here is going to get taken out. About 800 gold has been mined out, so slightly less from the left expansion. And yeah, it's gonna go down fairly quickly. Obviously LawLiet wasn't actually in position to punish this by counterattacking, it seems. And this is a very horrible time to be losing that expansion because main gold mines have finally collapsed, so he is now no longer mining off of any gold. Yikes, that was a huge amount of damage there. Frost Nova Death Coil into triple webs on those Hippogriffs there, so the Dryads really need to focus those Frost runs, but at the same time, they're basically the only units on the field. They need to focus fire every single type of unit that WFZ has, and it is starting to show its toll. The Frost Worm's still alive at half health each. They're gonna go up on the trees there to prevent vision from those Dryads. Hippogriffs will be able to provide that vision, but the Dryads are just gonna get wiped out by the ground units here for WFZ. Bear is gonna come out, but with 30 HP, all he's gonna do is provide a little bit more experience for the undead heroes there. Panda gonna Breath of Fire before getting preserved back home. 22 health, that was fairly close, but he is gonna heal up with those Moonwells. 40 versus 54, I'm surprised it's still this close, but remember that WFZ wasn't able to produce units because he was supply blocked. So, oh wow, that was super close. Another Jungle Fire combo is gonna be tossed onto that Lich, but it seems like it's just not gonna be enough. Panda is going to retreat for a little bit. Dryads needs to be very careful not to just blindingly get killed off on their side, because DK Lich very nearing that level 6 power point, which is not that big of a deal for the Lich, but for the Death Knight, definitely. Raised Dead, I'm pretty sure that Raised Dead would be pretty good in this instance, because you can just resurrect those Dryads, and the Dryads, they're going to be really annoying to deal with, especially since they are going to be invulnerable. Tree of Eternity is going to make its way over to the gold mine on the bottom side here. It seems like this expansion wasn't able to be rebuilt. I'm pretty sure LawLiet is struggling in terms of resources, since he had to obviously top up his army during this exchange. He'll go here and pretty decent burst of damage onto the Lich, but Great Healing Potion is going to just rectify that, and with no mana on the Lich, he doesn't really have that much value, but he is still gonna get focus fired here by the Night Elf units. Panda is gonna get bursted down with a Death Coil, and is gonna run with 300 health. He does have the Rune Braces, so at least he can tank the Nova Coil combo a lot better than most. But oh wow, the Demon also has it as well, which is kind of funny to see, because I usually comment about how Rune Braces are so useless when it's not a Undead matchup, but seeing as how both Night Elf heroes have it, it's so surprising how they still take so much damage from the combo. Panda, extremely close to that level 6, which is gonna be very difficult to reach, honestly. Most of these units aren't easy to kill anymore. The Crypt Fiend numbers have gone down. A-bombs, obviously, just very difficult to go after. Honestly, the heroes, the Tinker and the Lich, might just be the easiest targets to go after. Panda gonna come in and top off with the Moonwells once again, I imagine. So does the Demon Hunter, which needs to be careful now. Despite having Wellspring upgrades, all but one of your Moonwells is completely drained. And yeah, still gonna be producing those mass Dryads. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this. Honestly, I would say in the late game, Night Elves have a very hard time facing off against Undead, but honestly, WC3 doesn't even have that much of himself either. He has like 1 or 2 units of each type, no longer a decent number of each, so it's oh well, it's gonna be a bit weird. Oh wow, that's oh no, those are the same statues. I thought like 2 additional statues came out for WC3, but those are just the exact same statues. Panda Demon Hunter trying to harass the only gold mine for WFZ. I'm pretty sure his main has already also been wiped out. No, actually it hasn't. It still has about 1,000 gold left, but I guess it's just not worth mining out of that anymore. A bit weird, but oh well. Acolyte's being pulled off here. Ziggurats has also been taken down. Preserve. Stat Preservation is going to save the Demon Hunter once again, but Moonwells, actually they're pretty decent in terms of mana pool. The Panda is going to go for a good number of Acolyte kills there, but he's still a little bit shy of that. He just needs to kill 2 more Acolytes, and that gives him Storm, Earth, and Fire, but is that going to be enough to turn things around? I'm not so sure. 38 versus 57. Level 5, level 4. I'm surprised the Demon Hunter is still at level 4. But what can you do? Level 5, level 4 for WFZ, and obviously with the 3rd hero, just an entire new hero, it's really difficult for LawLiet to match up against. 5 Dryads on the ground. I am fairly certain it's not enough to fend off against this undead army. Clockwork Goblins are just going to do as much damage as possible. Honestly, they don't do that much damage with their autos, but when they blow up, obviously they do a bit of AoE damage. You can see there that it just chunked. A couple of goblins chunked the Dryads down to about half health. Tree of Eternity, a lot of health to burn through, but you have plenty of time. You have a Frost Worm in your arsenal. Another Rapid Fire is going to be utilized there. Panda actually gets Storm, Earth, and Fire, and he will be able to use that immediately, cycloning the Death Knight, and hopefully going for some quick assassinations here, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. No recoil onto the Demon Hunter there, and the Frost Worm is going to be going for the chase. Demon Hunter going down to about 50 health. He is going to turn off on Mana Burn and is going to go down. I imagine this is going to be GG very soon for LawLiet. WFZ might lose himself at Frost Worm, but no, it is going to live. Slow Poison does not kill the target, so that is fairly good. Earth is going to go down very soon. Where on Earth is Fire? There's Fire, and Storm is half health as well. Panda is going to wear out his ultimate, and he's just going to TP Staff back home. LawLiet actually evens the supply, which is very surprising. Despite losing his Demon Hunter, it's 47 versus 44, and of course, Froststorm needs to take some time to recoup. This might actually be LawLiet's chance to turn things around here. Yikes, WFZ just jumped in about 54 supply now, so it's a huge swing in supply. He is going to be producing a Froststorm number 2, and LawLiet is slowly losing his Dryads. He's not microing as best as I would expect of him to do, but yeah, Tinker might go down very soon. Oh, please please come on. There we go. Tinker goes down. Lich is not gonna go down as he's gonna drink a potion of invuln, and a death core there from the panda. I believe that is gonna be the final nail on the coffin there. I think the demon hunter is being revived through the altar, but that's just not gonna be enough. Oh, yikes. Very nicely done there from WFZ, able to even things up on the channel 1-1. Yeah, in this instance, Mass Dryas just didn't seem to work out too well. The undead units were just a little too tanky for their poison spears to actually do anything, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys again next time.